What's up, T&V family? Welcome back to T&V Nation. Welcome back to Vaughn's Kitchen. Y'all, it is Mardi Gras season, and I'm doing something for the very first time. I'm making something I never made before. King cake. Have y'all ever heard of king cake? King cake is traditionally served in Louisiana during Mardi Gras season. I'm not going to be putting a baby in it because there are a lot of traditions that revolve around the baby. So the king cake has a baby up in it, a little plastic baby. And at least when I was in New Orleans, whoever got the baby, whoever ended up with the baby in their piece of cake was supposed to buy the next king cake. Now that was at the workplace. I've heard lots of other things that people say for the baby. I don't even remember any of them, y'all, but we ain't doing none of that, all right? But come on, we about to make this king cake, y'all. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna start off making the dough. Okay, we need 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Half a cup of sugar. You break up any lumps, y'all, because you want to be precise. That's one thing I've learned about baking is that your measurements need to be precise. Half a cup of sugar, a tablespoon of yeast. I looked up the conversion, y'all, and so that's going to be 2 of these packets of this yeast. Make sure you get it all out of there. No yeast left behind. Half a teaspoon of salt. And then we're just going to mix that all together. Okay, these are our dry ingredients.
Well, duh.
Next, we're going to do our wet ingredients. So in a different bowl, we're going in with 1 cup of milk, room temperature, y'all.
He needs some milk.
As I told y'all when I was making the cheesecake, whenever you're baking, your cold ingredients, your refrigerated ingredients, need to be brought down to room temperature. 2 eggs, room temperature. 10 tablespoons of melted butter. Now you want to go ahead and whisk this up before that hot butter cooks them eggs. We don't need that, y'all. So now we're gonna mix these together and mix with your hand mixer, or if you got that fancy KitchenAid thing, use that, your stand mixer, on medium low, y'all. So we're not mixing this fast. So it should take around 4 minutes. My mixer getting that burning smell, y'all. I don't want to burn my mixer up. But anyway, 4 minutes or however long it takes until the dough no longer sticks to your hand. Am I going to have to invest in a stand mixer, y'all? Because it seems like this little hand mixer can barely handle this. So almost there, y'all. Feels like it needs to go a little longer. Still kind of sticking to my hand. Just a little bit though. Just enough to burn this motor up, huh? Okay. Now we're gonna let this rest for 10 minutes. So while that dough is resting, y'all, we're gonna make the cream cheese filling. You need 12 ounces of cream cheese, again, at room temperature. Now that's a whole package plus half of another package. Y'all, I really don't like when recipes are like this, where you gotta use part of a block of something like cream cheese. Because what I'm gonna do with the other half? We need 1 egg yolk. So let me show y'all how I separate my yolks. crack the egg. Well, that didn't work out, did it? I needed the egg to be cracked in half. But anyway, I'll pour that yolk out of there and be left, pour that white out of there and be left with just the yolk. There we go. Half a cup of sugar. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. A 1/4 of a cup of flour. And now we're gonna whisk this up until it's creamy. I don't know if is this whisk gonna work, y'all? This is a flimsy ass whisk. Come back here with my cream cheese. Let me see how this metal one does. So let me tell y'all what I decided to do. I decided to wash off my mixer blades and use the mixer. That makes more sense to me. So there's your cream cheese filling. Knock this down a little bit. Scrape down them sides. You always want to scrape down your sides when you're working with cream cheese, y'all. Okay, now let's make our cinnamon sugar. We need half a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And then you just stir that up to mix it, y'all. It's going to be that cinnamon sugar that gets sprinkled inside the layers of the king cake. Okay, y'all, now this about to be crazy here. We about to roll out the dough. You need a big surface to do this, y'all. So I'm here at our dining room table. I have cleaned this off thoroughly. Our cats do not walk on this table. I know y'all are wondering. So let me flour this whole surface, y'all. Because we're going to need all this space to roll out that dough. Ain't that crazy? This what it takes to make a king cake, y'all? I need a big old table, don't I? Pull this dough out of this pan. Let's flour up these hands. Now we got to knead this dough, y'all. Say about 10 times. I don't even know how many times that is, y'all. How many of y'all like to bake? I like baking and cooking. Obviously.
Well, duh.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's flour this surface some more. Because now we about to roll this joker out. Let's flour the surface of the dough. Because we don't need no sticking, y'all. And we're going to flour up this rolling pin a little bit. So I got to roll this out to like 30 by 15. By 15 rectangle. I need something to measure this with, y'all. I'm gonna use some spoons as my guides, y'all. Okay, so 30 is there.
Boy, if you don't
15.
Is this nigga serious?
So we need some more length on this thing, obviously. This is raggedy made, y'all. I'm gonna get it though. See, because I can see the thick areas of the dough. That's where there's too much dough, right? So if I push that dough out of them thick areas over into the middle, then I can use it, you know, push it that away, push it lengthwise to give me some more length. Pause. I can see the table through the dough though in some spots. So I gotta thicken them spots up because we want our dough to be even, y'all. I've never done this before, so I need to follow them directions as best I can. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I got a discerning taste tester. So we're gonna mark these off in 5-inch increments. That's crazy, ain't it? So we mark these off in 5-inch increments, y'all, because we got to cut this dough into 3 strips, 5 inches each. Now what we're gonna do is we got 4 tablespoons here of melted butter. We're gonna brush each strip with this melted butter, being careful to avoid the edges. We don't want to put butter along either edge because we need the strips to be, you know, at some point we're gonna roll these up and we need them to be able to seal properly. You know what I'm saying? By the dough sticking to itself. And if the edges are buttered, that flour and that dough ain't gonna be able to stick to itself. Y'all, it would be so easy to go to the grocery store and get a king cake. But one thing I've noticed here in Houston, y'all, the king cake just ain't the same. How many of y'all know about Mackenzie's Bakery in New Orleans? I don't even know if that still exists. Mackenzie's was one of the big places in New Orleans, at least, for getting donuts and around this time of year, king cake. I don't know if they still exist. But anyway, the king cake here in Houston, just, you know, the grocery store king cakes just don't be hitting. They just ain't the same, y'all. We coming in with the cinnamon sugar, y'all. Y'all remember that cinnamon sugar, don't you? Again, avoiding the edges. Sprinkle that. I'm trying to sprinkle it lightly at first so that I make sure I have enough for all of them. That smells so good, y'all. Again, avoiding them edges. Y'all know Charlie Andrews? If y'all don't follow Charlie Andrews, Chef Charlie, y'all need to go over there and check him out. He's a home chef out of New Orleans, and this is his recipe I'm following. Okay, y'all, now we got to do some piping. We're going to pipe that cream cheese mixture in there. Y'all about to see how you end up with cream cheese in the king cake. This my ghetto piping set, y'all. This my piper, y'all. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pipe this cream cheese filling all along the outer edge of each strip. It's coming out too thick, y'all. I should have cut a smaller thing, but that's all right. We're gonna make it work. A smaller hole. Okay. Again, avoiding the edges. What I'm gonna do, since it's so thick, is to cut some of it. Cut this in half. Cut each strip of cream cheese in half, and put it over there on the other one. See how I did that, y'all? Sometimes you gotta make do. Y'all ever heard of making do? You gotta make do so that it do what it do. And you do what you do. You heard me? You heard? I just got that whole strip piped without piping. Ain't that crazy? Poop it on out, baby. Poop it on out. And remember, y'all, you don't put it exactly on the edge. This is labor intensive, y'all. Charlie make it look so easy. Why you make it look so easy, Charlie? Huh, Charlie? How you make it look so easy? You probably done made king cake 100 times, though. Let's get some flour on these hands. It's time to roll, y'all. We're gonna roll these over. And now we just roll. And this dough stuck. So you want to roll them up, pinch the ends, because you want them to be good and closed. Let me get some flour, some more flour over here, so we can slide this bad boy. And pinch this too. You want to pinch all along the length of it to seal it. You want to pinch it closed. Right? You got to make sure it's closed. All right, let's move this over out the way. So yeah, we're gonna roll these other two up, and then it'll be time to start braiding, y'all. We gotta braid this bad boy. Wee doggy. Now it's time to braid these babies together. You want to put down some flour between the strips. All right, y'all, so let's loosen up these strips. You gotta make sure they're nice and, you know, that they're mobile, that I'm able to move them. See, because they all stuck to the thing. Let's cross this strip over this one. And then we're going to take this one. So we're going to keep going. Outer strip crosses over the middle strip. Right? Spread them out. So now what we're going to do is bring this around into that shape we're all familiar with. And then we somehow braid the ends together. How am I supposed to do that, Charlie? So now, hit the baking pan with some non-stick spray and get this bad boy up on it. That's ugly, y'all. How do I braid them together? You know what we're gonna do? I ain't braiding shit. I'm gonna stick them together. Because once it gets to baking, it's gonna take care of sticking to itself. Now we're gonna cover this and let it set in a warm place for an hour and a half. I'll see y'all back in a clean kitchen in an hour and a half. Let me shout out to Tangie's Blends. Tangie got all kind of seasonings, spices, rubs. We got that zesty lemon. We got that Italian Supreme, just jerkin, that's your jerk seasoning, Paradise. This is kind of like an all-purpose seasoning. This is just what we got in our house, y'all. Y'all go down in that description box, click the link. Be sure to use our code to get a discount. Our cake has been resting in a warm spot. I got it right here on the stove. It's been resting for about an hour. Let's uncover it. Okay, yeah, it did rise a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it did. So we going into an oven, y'all, it's been preheated to 350 degrees. My man Charlie said 350 if you're using a dark pan, 400 if you're using a light skin pan. Then we're gonna cook for 20 minutes. I had to come up out that hoodie, y'all. First of all, it got hot up in here, but secondly, I had flour all over it. So yeah, I'll see y'all in 20 minutes.
Eventually.
All right, y'all, we've been cooking at 350 for right at 20 minutes. Let's take a look at this thing, y'all. Look at that. Yeah, baby. I think it needs to cook just a little longer, y'all. Now it has to cool for an hour. Okay, and then we'll be able to hit it with the icing. Now, we did get some cinnamon sugar and stuff, kind of soaking through, but that's fine. It's gonna be all right.
1 hour later.
All right, y'all, so it's been exactly an hour. This king cake has cooled down. You know, I'm looking at this and I'm realizing this did not rise the way it was supposed to. I don't know if I used the wrong kind of yeast or what, but it smells delicious though. So let's get the icing on there now. We're going in with 2 cups of confectioner's flour. What's a confectioner? That sounds like a job. Not flour, confectioner's sugar, y'all. 2 cups of that. 3 tablespoons of milk. And again, this is room temperature milk. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Half a teaspoon of butter extract. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And that's our icing, y'all. We're going to stir this up. Now, y'all, what Charlie said was to let the cake cool until it's warm, which should take about an hour. Well, I had a meeting I had to attend anyway. This ain't that warm. Because I think the idea is once you put this icing on here, the icing should melt. Icing should melt on that warm cake. Well, that ain't happening because the cake ain't warm no more. But hey, we gonna make it work, y'all. We gonna make it work. Is that what a king cake is? Just a big old cinnamon roll? I was today years old when I realized that. It's just a big cinnamon roll. Okay, now it's time to go on with our sprinkles, and we'll be done, y'all. Got these Mardi Gras color sprinkles. Purple, green, and gold, y'all. Now here's the thing about the purple. We in Texas, y'all. Ain't no purple sprinkles in the thing, but I'm gonna use this Kool-Aid.
The ghetto. The ghetto.
Y'all think that'll work? Oh, not to fear. I got another Kool-Aid packet here. And there you have it, y'all. That authentic Louisiana king cake. Yes, sir. See the colors. Y'all see the colors. Does this look like a king cake?
Yeah, it looks like a king cake to me. I'm excited about trying it. Okay, so what piece am I going to... I'm going to cut a little piece on this side.
And I apologize if I hit you with the white girl voice.
Ooh, it looks yummy. It looks so good. Look at it. Oh, it looks so good. It's creamy.
You ain't putting it on for the camera.
I wouldn't put it on. It's good to me. It tastes just like king cake. I haven't had a good king cake like this literally since I've been in Louisiana. Because I haven't had a nice homemade one. I've had some nasty ones out of like grocery stores.
I told y'all when I was making this.
This is so good. So I'm so happy to have this. It came out so good. I love it.
All right, Chef Charlie, we did it. But I do want to hear your thoughts, because...
You got his recipe?
Hopefully you watch this, yeah.
I ain't watching that.
Damn it. Shit. So the queen about to check out this...
Is that in the background? The cabinet open behind me?